Ross, it's kind of similar to quarterback in that only one guy typically goes at a time. When you got your opportunity and had the chance to take over, just what was it kind of like the first couple of weeks, and then obviously taking over and playing as well as you did this past week?
Obviously, it was good to get to work a little bit at practice and keep improving. And then obviously when they decided that they would put me out there, it was good to get an opportunity to just kind of get out there and show what I could do.
What are some of the finer points that you're looking to improve on, whether hang time, distance, execution, all those sorts
Obviously,
of things?
just consistency. That's one thing always as a specialist, just continue to work on consistency. But hang time, obviously, all that can improve. Obviously, there was one that we wish we could get back, but there's always the one that you wish you could do better on. And so just looking to improve those moments, get those out the way, and make sure that it's more consistent with those.
What do you feel like you were doing maybe behind the scenes or in practice to kind of stay in the competition and then obviously earn an opportunity?
Just really competing the same as I've always done the whole fall, I guess you'd say. It was really pretty close, but I feel like just continuing to do what I do and to continue working, it'll in the end make you better and continue to just get 1% better each day. That's what Coach Lanning talks about. So just continuing to work and get better over time.
Was there a way that they maybe encouraged you to kind of, obviously when you lose out on a job and maybe it was never definitive you did, but was there a way that they kind of encouraged you to, hey, it's not over, you'll always have an opportunity to win this?
Yeah. Coach Lurg always talks about, the job's not always won, you still need to compete, and always being most schools that I've gone to, I'm always the second guy having to compete for a job and end up winning it. I feel like that's something that helps make people better. Coming in is maybe the guy that nobody thinks is going to play, and then you continue to work, and then you just surprise people with what you can do.
Go back to we were talking in the summer about that opportunity to compete and come in here and the opportunity that was. Obviously, as confident as you are in your own abilities and talking about that, could you really imagine you'd be the starting punter, come the start of October?
Yeah, I didn't really. This was just being here enough was a lot for me. Obviously this is a big place to be. It was a lot for me to even imagine that I'd get the opportunity to even play here. But to continue working and to just imagine myself getting to play, obviously it's something a lot of kids would dream to do, and I'm really fortunate that I've got the opportunity to be out here and do what I do.
How do you critique Bo's punting so far?
It's pretty good. I actually learned the first day that we were out here for practice, he decided to come over with us and start punting, and I learned that he was a punter in high school. So he's actually not a bad punter. He does a great job. Obviously, he does what he needs to do, so he does a great job at that, yeah.
What's your relationship with Adam like? And I guess Lachlan too, because I think he's a new addition.
Yeah, Lachlan's a new addition. We really have a good. It's a fun fighting atmosphere, if you will. Fun banter, back and forth, just competing for each other's job. But it's nothing serious that we take personal. But it's a fun atmosphere that we each get to make each other better, and we get to learn from each other as well. That's one thing that I liked having Adam here for. Is he's older than me. He has a lot more experience, so that helps me a lot, and get to learn from somebody who's had more experience than I have.
When did you know you were going to get an opportunity in Pullman, or that just when did you kind of learn about that?
No, I didn't know that opportunity was going to come just after, I believe it was our first punt. I was just told to be ready, so I got ready. And I didn't learn that I was actually going to go out there until right before the punt happened. He was like, "You're going out there," so I was like, "Okay."
And then you were warm and ready?
I was ready. I was ready, yeah, I was ready.